Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. Whew. All right. Before we begin today, I have a few topics that I would like to discuss because it's gonna set up some things that I want to do this year. That's right. And you know what? We're gonna continue playing some games as well. Let's see, where is my Steam? We're gonna start doing that, and more importantly, I think what we want to do. Oh no, I suddenly lost signal. No, not when I want to stream. Fine. If I can't play any game, that's totally fine because I have more news that I want to, let's say, to talk about, and that is a trading card game. Unfortunately, I like to bear bad news. I've been reading way too much, and all this like a layoff and fail and project went belly up. Now, one of the key thing is because while I am doing my collection, okay, I need to go through all these things, kinda. Yeah, no, it's just basically want to get everything, not say up and running, but make sure everything is nice and neat and clean. No, the keyword is I am afraid of failure. I'm gonna say it straight up, I'm afraid of that. And there's no other way of saying it is I do scared. And I do fear if I were to do something and when it just goes belly up. That's it. That's really it. Nothing else that I can add on it, and that's that. Yeah, really. Okay, so while I am cleaning up my what do you call this? No, I need to play the game first. Okay, so we have a few more things. We want to do some game dev as well. Last stream was fantastic. All right, we did so many stuff, and then we managed to get a few things up and running. Super excited, super hype, and that's the reason why we want to talk about some of these things. We want to not say address, but we want to officialize the collection onto my game. Unfortunately, not everything can go up to the collection because of a few certain things per se, and I will talk about it later. Not say I'll talk about it later. We're gonna address some of them. And unfortunately, not all of them can go up because I have like AI generated stuff, and that project or rather that collection didn't really did well, so there's no point putting up in the game. Some of the games are mainly expression and assets that I created for the game. Some of the assets are just animation, so it's hard to showcase that in the game itself. So there are only a few things that I can take out. So we're gonna select. I mean, I already pre-selected some of them already. Okay, straight up. So that's that, and that's it. Yeah. So without further ado, let me get some stuff running while we prepare for the game, and I need to delete a lot of stuff as well. Okay, delete this guy. Something is wrong with my... Huh, something is wrong. Okay, give me a sec. Checkity check. Okay, green screen. Yeah, no, this is not right. Doesn't look right right now. No, that's correct. Huh, what changes? What changes? That is no fun at all. Alright, give me a sec. I need to at least fix this part. Stream layout. Yeah, okay, good. I need to get this out so that I can start managing it. It's annoying because every time, right? Okay. No, I want this. Yeah, no, something is off. Something is off, and I could not put my finger on it. Like, what is off? Uh, is it this? No, just to show you in context, this is what I'm having issues right now. Like the overlay is all messed up. Like, where did I go wrong? I know I did. Oh, okay, not probably I did something. Okay, at least I managed to get back the overlay. Kinda. Because I did push out a soft update. Now you can scan the wallet. It is tested online. It is fantastic. Okay, so that's one super, super exciting stuff that I want to showcase. All right, so let's change this back. I need to make sure everything is running. Okay. Wow. Wow. Some things are missing. Okay. That's not a big deal because what I can do, I can keep deleting stuff. And I'm gonna take some time to... Wow, really? Really, really? Okay, come on. Okay. There we go. No. You here and... Oh no, you are definitely here. Okay, sweet. Ding! Now we can go this part, and then after that, I need to remove this, all this check the box stuff. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, everything is working as intended. Well, I think so. No, I think I still messed it up. Okay, give me a sec while I fix this. I'm gonna rename gonna rename this as well. Because I think I should make this a permanent. I don't edit too much. Okay, sweet. Next up, I need to... Yes. Yes. And... Ta-da! Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, got this up and running. Next up, plug in my controller. Okay. There we go. Okay, sound. What happened to the sound? Hello, sound. Okay, sound is available now. Fantastic. No, still no. Come on. Let me check the sound again. This is annoying. Okay, gonna do property. No, not properties. I need to get... There we go. No. No. Yes, it's all turned on. Huh. I wonder what's happening. Yeah, looks like I have to do a lot of tests. Now this, not like I said, this is not really a mainstay stuff, but sooner or later I probably need to do all these things. Yeah, there's no audio, which is terrible. Okay, fine. I'll deal without the audio. So I'm gonna clean this overlay up and running. Now I'll clean this overlay. And then after that, we're going to do a little bit of talkity talk of a trading card game. It's very sad that the trading card game kind of went under, and we want to read what's the problem or something like that. Yup. Because on one end, I want to avoid this type of things straight up. There's no... Yeah, basically I want to avoid as much as I can. So that's that, and that's it. Okay, gonna clean up a lot already, which is good. Yep, don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. A lot of these things I need to clean up because I hardly use them. Okay, sweet. And then those are like my old overlays that I really don't need it anymore because I am changing the format that I stream per se. So a lot of these things is redundant and I want to keep it clean, super simple, and that's it. Okay, I think we reached to the most important stuff. Okay, great. Done. Done. All right, so that's it. And let's continue one of the small little topic that I had last stream, and that is basically talking about gacha games. And most importantly, is not about the gacha game, but more on the what do you call this? The rarity system that I've seen some other Web3 platform implemented it, and I am actually quite I quite like it. Now the question is, would it be doable on my end? That is the question. Okay, so let's start off with the most basic of basic, is that for every hero there is a star system, or in this case, for 7 Deadly Sins, you have Mastery, which is something you're seeing right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's a lot of stars here. Now, good news is that this game, I am surprised that they don't deal too much on duplicates. Like, you don't really need to get duplicate heroes. So for example, when I go to draw, all I need to do is just get this guy one time and that's it, I'm done. So that's one thing nice about it, okay, in my opinion. So I don't need to worry about getting duplicate heroes. All I need to do is just unlock the hero. Once I unlock the hero, I'm done. And that's great. However, there are some or most gacha games out there you need duplicates, or they call it, yeah, dupes. And this is the part where you have to get the same featured character. For example, if I want this character to go to 5 stars or 6 stars, depending how you want to see it, right? Some people say 6 stars. There's another gacha game, I say they call it versions. Some will call it ascended level. Doesn't matter. So there's one particular game, Web3 game out there that did very well to translate this onto the collector, yeah, the collection platform, is that all you need to do is just own multiple asset of that particular asset. Now that is fun. Okay, that is quite interesting and a nice take on it. And yeah, it was great. Yeah, there's no downside to it in my opinion. The only sad part, okay, this is in general, not the game, not for the game, but for in general, is how you're gonna get more people to buy your packs. Now, obviously, for gacha games, these are in pools, and I mean, we went through the whole entire calculation math last stream, and it is, well, it is a lot. All right, it is a lot. So I am, yeah, we don't want to talk too much about that because calculation will change from game to game. And most importantly, okay, is that if you want to do, no, can I use the word free to play? Okay, let's use free to play. All right, if any game that has server, usually like gacha games, mobile games, and whatnot, they have kind of a server to maintain, and the game will close 100%. It will close the moment they are not getting the revenue, straight up. So how to make people get the revenue? The answer is sell pools, in this case characters, right? For gacha games, you're basically selling the characters, and that is the most simple way of putting it. Now, if we were to translate this into every other Web3 projects out there, obviously they need to sell packs, they need to sell NFTs. As much as I hate to use this word, but they have to sell that. And how do they do that? Well, they have to sell packs. Straight up, like trading card games, okay? Sell packs, get more powerful characters, blah, blah, blah. Now, the downside is that in a typical Web3 game, unfortunately, they not actually not Web3 game. You know what? Truth be told, it's every game out there. how do you make people to buy the next shiny pack? Right? Assuming okay, we're gonna use you know what? We're gonna use trading card game because trading card game will always have a powerful or overpowered character slash card slash combo, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so in this case, gacha game also same things. You have a powerful what do you call this? Card, character, weapons, and whatnot. So once you got the powerful character, you don't need to buy anymore in general, because unless they come up with the next powerful character, then you probably go get it. But in general, a lot of people will save for it. And when it comes to that part, unfortunately, most game will just end of service straight up, right? Literally end of service, and that is something we need to acknowledge. It's not on the Web3 side, it is in general any live service game that offers, all right, and I be very critical, that offers a live, no, that offer any live service game that offers, not say that offers, that has a server to maintain, that is clear cut number one. And number two is if they want to keep pushing out content consistently on a seasonal basis, I'm going to call it, right? The reason why I use seasonal, because they obviously need to at least push one update, I would say every 6 months minimum. Even 6 months also people are not getting, yeah, they're still complaining a little bit. So usually it's every 3 months. Every quarter there will be a new content per se. And this is stressful. You know what? It is very, very stressful for smaller, I would call it smaller projects out there. Yeah, unfortunately, okay, unfortunately, the what do you call this? Web3 side of things are usually on small yeah, basically, if you're not a big studio slash group slash whatever you want to put it this way, if you're not a big if you don't have enough resources to churn out content every 3 months, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be very, very rough, and that's the reason why I say that on smaller, what you call this, for smaller studios, smaller game dev, it's gonna be a challenge. Straight up, it's gonna be a huge challenge for them. For bigger studios, yes, they have no issue with that. However, they all also face the same problem, and that is the juice worth the squeeze? Now we've seen, or rather I'm not say I experienced firsthand, I put myself in that position, right? So basically brawlers has only two, and I meant two updates that is worth talking about. Other than that, there's zero events other than the game launch. Okay, so game launch, that is event number one. So everyone's playing, have fun, tournaments and whatnot. And then update 2, and update 2 is not even an, I'm going to call it, update 2 is not even an update, okay? It's just a small little visual upgrade. It's not even an update, it's just an upgrade. So basically we get nicer visuals on the game, and that's about it. And that's how brutal it is when it comes to live service games out there. And the expectation, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy for sure. So because of that, easily a lot of people lost interest. There's no way to say, yeah, there's no other better way of saying it. And that's that. Same goes with gacha games. So the moment gacha games doesn't put out content, and obviously when it comes to gacha games, the content is kind of lightweight. Unfortunately, alright, I have to admit, gacha games content is very, very lightweight other than the first release. So the first release is usually the one where lots of people are like rushing for end game, rushing to they finish the story. And let's be honest, how long of a story that you want to put in the game? If you're talking about, let's say, a typical action game out there. All right, let's use the most recent one, which is Resident Evil 9 Requiem. You can finish the game within, actually no, it's not even just that, it's just in general. All Resident Evil games you can finish within like 5 hours, and that is if you really don't know what you're doing, you just want to enjoy the game and whatnot, right? Within 5 6 hours you should be able to finish the game in general. Okay, if you want to speed run, under 2 hours, because that's their challenge, right? Can you finish the game within like under a certain amount of hours, which is usually below 2 hours? And of course, one of the challenges, can you do it without saving, which is a pure start till end, no save, no death. That is also a challenging thing. And guess what? It is tough. It is tough. And but if you got it, you got it, which is fun. Yeah, I would say this. And let's go with a little bit more different genre. Let's go with Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is one of those games, or rather shooter. A lot of shooter games out there, usually they give you like what, 8 hours to about 8 to 10 hours worth of game time according to what they say. But in general, it's usually cutscenes and whatnot, probably like 2 3 hours. Four, that's like pushing it a lot now, which is nice, right? If they can manage to get to 4 hours worth of content ish, and then the rest is just playing the game, right? And usually the playing part is a grind. Now for shooter games, obviously there's no grind, so you're basically just getting from point A to point B. That's it. Okay, so about 8 hours is like on average. That is very very generous in general. Usually some game can go down to 6 hours, but I'm gonna say 8 to 10 hours. You'd be done with it. And then we're gonna go with JRPG games. Now JRPG games the longest because of the grind, not because of the gameplay. If you squeeze everything, if you can speed run, and if you can avoid leveling, or you let's see, if you can avoid walking from one end to another end, usually JRPGs, they give you the whole world, and then you have to walk from one end, literally one end to another end towards the end game. Okay, a huge grinding time, whereby if you want to get, let's say for example, your most powerful weapon, okay, obviously you have to reach end game, and then you have to spend like at least 1 or 2 hours playing the mini games. So that's that as well. So yeah, so JRPG usually is inflated. For example, I'm going to use Final Fantasy in general. Okay, there is a Final Fantasy challenge where you have to you have to reach a certain spot within, I say 12. Was it 12 hours? No, it's not 12 hours. I've forgotten. There is a time limit, right? And that time limit is near, not say near impossible. It is very very tight. If you forgot to do certain things, if you don't do any shortcuts, you will not reach it for sure. All right, but in general, I'm gonna say for JRPG games like Persona, not Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, because I will use that as a benchmark. And it would take you about what, 10 10 to 12 hours, and that is like your speed running. Usually can go up to 12 hours, 20 hours, 20, like 20 plus hours is like the average. And that is because we have to grind. Okay, so now the reason why I use, Zelda. All right, Zelda is also another nice game for not say benchmark, as an example. You can finish Zelda under 1 hour, right? Those are people who speed run, which is crazy. But Zelda, again, is another game that probably takes you like what, 10 plus, probably about 15 hours ish. And that is if you're not doing the side quest, you're not doing 100% content clear. And that is the key thing, because I want to use that to gauge gacha games, because most gacha games you can finish the main story, right? Not side quests, right? Main story. Okay, I'll call it version 1. Version 1 story usually will get you about, let's say, 8 hours of content. And if you ask me, I only, let's see, quests. The reason why I want to talk about this because I only barely scratched the surface for this game, and I've been playing only for, let's see, that's the reason why I want to use this. I want to see how much have I played. So quests. So I'm right now on Act 3, and there is events. Yes. Okay. Grab some freebies while I'm at it. Yep, grab some more freebies. Okay. Challenge mission. So I am only at Act 1, 2 is done. So right now I'm at Act 3. Hold on a sec. Complete mission Act 4, Act 5. Okay, fine. Alright, let's see. Did it tell me how many hours I play, or is that just a no, didn't say how many hours. Okay, but I would safely say this is like 4 or 5 hours in already, and I'm only halfway there. 4 or 5 hours, and this is more on the action side of things. There's no grinding per se. I'm just right now just running around for fun. If I go to story mode, I actually can finish this. Let's say one act took me about 2 to 3 hours ish. Okay, obviously the first act is a bit faster because I haven't leveled up. Leveling up is super easy on a gacha game. In fact, actually most gacha game, it's you're gonna spend more time actually not leveling up. You're gonna spend more time finding materials to level up versus the traditional leveling up. So back to square one. It's a hamster wheel. You're gonna grind out your materials. So there we go. That's the reason why I want to bring this up. And after you finish the main story, that's it. That's really it. Yeah, the reason I want to put this out is I'm just saying gacha games right now they chose the most, not to say the longest gameplay, but not the shortest gameplay as well. So you do get a little bit of mileage, like at least a good 10 hour. And 10 hour that is because running around grinding time gated items and stuff. So at the end of the day you probably can finish up the whole content in a day. Truth be told, a day. Those people who speed run a day, it's like 8 hours. Yeah, that's probably on par with the general time to play. I'm not saying time to play, content. All right, content, and that's the reason why I would say a lot of PvP game, the content is only, and I dare say it only comes from, unfortunately, from player versus player activity. There's zero content, like zero. Okay, I cannot use the word zero content, but I can use the word zero content because it's really zero content. Yep. That is the truth. Okay. All right. And where I want to get into this is that it is a shame when you don't have enough time to create content. That's why I want to put it out. All this thing talking here and there. It is a big pain if you don't have if you if you don't manage to put out content. And that is a problem. That would be problem number one. And that is how can we push content? Yep. That's it. That's the key thing that I want to put it out today. A lot of games went belly up, as much as I hate to say. Unfortunately, yeah, that's the main issue. The main issue is content. We are not saying we are not getting enough content, is that a lot of people are just, the demand for content is there. The moment you fall off the content bandwagon schedule, ooh, it's painful. It's painful. Okay. All right. So with that, let's move on to the news that I want to do. I've been talking a lot that I need to talk. Okay, so first thing first, I need to, yes, okay. Um, let me rename some stuff so I can get onto it. Okay, there we go. All right, so today we're gonna take a look at this TCG game. Right, it's called Altered. Now, this is a very interesting, not say game or TCG per se, but even TCG also we have a lot of things that we need to uh, what do you call this, pay attention to. Right, the reason why I want to use this is that number one, I want to talk about the TCG itself, and it's actually quite interesting. So let's go all the way down to mid-season patch. No. So we want to go all the way down. So let's go for the last news because we want to see how long this game has maintained, and that is 2 years. 2 years, and they closed like yesterday. They announced, and that is painful. Oh boy, did they had a good run? I do hope so. That's for sure. I do hope they had a good run. All right. So why do I want to bring this thing up is let's go to, I want to go to their game mechanic. Yeah, game mechanics actually quite interesting. So it is a Kickstarter game, that's for sure. Not say that's for sure. It is a Kickstarter game, all right. And this is one of those Kickstarter projects out there that, you know what, it's awesome. All right, and that's what I want to say. Okay, release date, blah blah blah. Already got out of that. What I want to take. Okay, Roadshow is back. No, I don't Roadshow. I want to take this because it has, on one end, it is a trading card game. Number two, it is a very nice art, and then it has a QR code here. All right, I want to talk about that, and that is actually quite interesting for this. And I want to show, you know what? Let's go for the next part. Very interesting, I would call it feature. Okay, so organized play, not bother tournament. Also, it's gearing up for tournament, so it does, you know, click a few things for some Web3 games who wants to what do you call this, who wants to tap into it. Okay, so let's start with the first one. So it is a card game. Number one, it has an app, which is interesting, right? So you can scan your cards, friend list, direct trading. Okay, this one is question mark. Like, why are you trading? Are you trading digital cards, right? Or maybe you are just announcing, hey, these are the cards that I want to give away. That if that's the case, cool. Yeah, so that's that. It's this scanning card thing, which is super cool, right? Add it to your collections. This is fun for a trading card game to have a QR code. That's number one. Okay. Number two, obviously the QR code is used for this particular feature, and I think that is super interesting. Okay. So okay, we have that, blah blah blah, scanning. So we got scan and stuff. We have wallet and whatnot, which is quite friendly. Yeah. Okay. So all these things is cool and stuff, but the one that's cool is that you can print. That's right, print on demand. Okay. That's it. Right? If you want to freshly purchase card from the marketplace or use your same card in multiple decks, connect. Alright, so this is basically if you want to print more of the card that you own. And I think that's the fancy gimmick of this card game. Alright. Unfortunately, right, it's cool stuff. And yeah, no, it's great. It's definitely great. So a lot of like integration and whatnot. So we have World Championship over here, which is nice. Okay, and all these things. And this is the part where a lot of projects try to chase, right? The esport tournament thingy thing. And even this game also suffers the same fate, and that is a closure, and it's straight up a close. Like this whole project goes belly up after 2 years, which is very painful. Now, is this more painful than Brawlers? Yes. Brawlers is, oh my goodness, Brawlers is something that yeah. That's how much I want to talk about Brawlers already. It's like, yeah, But I will bring it up, okay? Brawlers is it's literally the project that I told myself I'm gonna stay until the end, and I'm gonna see how they run things. Now, that's it. I just want to see how they run things. So that's story for another time. I will always bring brawlers up, okay, from time to time, because of it's a it's an experience that I don't want other people to fall into, okay, because brawlers has I'll save it for another day, okay, I'll save it for another. Let's talk about this, okay. So let's go. News. As promised, Getting Mail provide update for mobilization, professional partners. The amount collected for them stands at this much. Okay, we are far away from the vital goal of 2 million to set the guarantee of the future of the game. Okay, so they need 2 million euros. Okay, now they only have 1.1 million. Is that a lot? When it comes to running things like this TCG, that's the reason I want to use this. 1.1 million might sound a lot, but it's not a lot. It is still a lot, but not a lot, because of how they want to operate things. Printing the cards, doing the distribution, and then they add this print on demand thing over here. They have an app. So all these things are very cool on paper for sure. All right, I actually love the app part and the print on demand part. It is fantastic, and that's the problem, right? 1.1 million is not enough, especially if this has been ran for 2 years, which means 500,000 per year. And you have to remember, okay, that's 500,000 for the company, not per person. If it's per person, 500,000, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, I have to admit, that's a lot. Yeah. Okay. So before I got too hung up on numbers, we want to read as much as we can. All right. It will be dishonest to tell you that we can still turn the tide by Friday evening. We must face the reality. Numbers are simply there. Okay, straight up. Like I said, a lot of people pull the plug is because they are not hitting the target number. However, not all of them are genuine with the number itself. Some people, they just want to chase that profit, and if they don't get that profit, it's done. Okay, it is with a heavy heart that we have decided to cancel the Roots of Corruption campaign that we have committed on doing. Our backers, both players, retailer, will be reimbursed in full, which is nice. Okay, that is one thing that they can, do it, or they should be doing it. Okay, this is the cornerstone of responsibility. Alright, done. The campaign does not only mark the end of the crowdfunding project, unfortunately, it also marks the end of the altered adventure. That's painful, because always remember, running a program, running a campaign, running a whatever it is, it's not about, okay, no. If you are talking about traditional product, as long as you get the product out, if you make back your money, then you can move on to the next product. And that is the general thing of the general gist of it. A lot of people are starting to use Kickstarter early access to bypass that part as much as they can. And because of that, we are getting a lot of slop games as well. Slop games, slop products, everything slop, which is not good, right? So this is the risk that every developer, people who wants to come up with a new trading card game, this goes with people who are doing on the Web3 side as well. Like some people do on the Web3 side. It's very horrible. Not say horrible, but questionable. All right, questionable. And we want to take a look at some of them. Okay. I actually want to take. I'm still wondering if Warsaken is still up and running, because that is the next one of the trading card that I actually was interested in, but I didn't did not go in because I try not to get into, not say digital trading card game, but I want something a bit more different than your player versus player, because I've had this issue with a lot of trading card game that is not popular. It's very hard to find opponent, and then once you reach to a certain point, I played one particular trading card game, so I want to also see how they are right now. This is not a Web3 project, okay? This is just a typical trading card game. Uh, all right, so before we go there, let's wrap this up. We are thinking about artists. Yes, of course, these are high quality arts, right? I'm gonna say this straight, high quality arts, and you want to pay the artist for sure. Setting silence. Thank you for every card played. All right, cool. So, basically, it's just a. All right, let's end with this line. All right, we are thinking about the game stores for those who believe in the game, all right, who champion to their customers, who order stocks on a gamble. Running the game store is an act of faith itself, right? Not just act of faith. There's a lot of things you have to put into it. Betting on an independent French TCG with an original universe and no established license to lean on. All right, that's cool. All right, kudos to them. All right, they did it. They tried. This project is, like I said, it has quality. Love it, right? Art style are awesome. All right. The only question is how to play it, right? Maybe playing it is a little bit different-ish, but we shall see. So that's that for this. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to switch so that I can bring up a game. All right. So let's check Splinter Lands. Is it? No, it's not Splinterlands. It is Splinterlands. Is it? Doesn't look like this though. Oh no, it is No, it's not Splinterlands. Market. Buy cards. Shadow. Is it? No, it's not Shadowlands. No. Shadow something. Shadow something. Okay, I forgot. This Shadow Era? No. Let me find. I couldn't figure it out. I think Splinterland is, right? Game on the blocks months. Yeah, I totally forgotten the. I think was it on Web3? Okay, give me one sec. Give me one sec. I want to search this. Okay. No, it is Splinterlands. Yeah, it is Splinterlands. Seems like they are okay-ish. They're still up and running. Yeah, seems like it. Well, I don't know anything about it. Yeah, land. Ugh. Yeah, not bothered. Continue Apple Warm. Yeah. Wombat Wallet, MetaMask. Okay, cool. So it is Splinterlands. Alright, Splinterlands looks like it's still running-ish. Still looks like it, right? So that's that. Alright, cool. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, so that's Splinterlands. Another one. Alright, this is the one that I totally forgotten the name. The only thing I remember is Shadow something. Shadow Era? Is it? No, I don't think it's Shadow Era. I need to see the I need to see the I'll show it to you guys, alright? Is it Shadow Era? Doesn't I don't remember this, but it is something that goes along with Shadow. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, it is. I remember this. I remember this character. I don't remember the rest. That's the problem. That is yes, it is. Alright. I remember this. Okay. Cool. I think that's correct, right? Shadow Era. Yeah, it feels like this is the correct game, right? Feels like best cross-platform game. Oh, nice. This is on Unity as well. So cool. Cool. All right, sweet. Still alive, so that's good. I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with that. All right, cool. So with that, that concludes in the general gist of stuff. Now what I want to do is I want to showcase the single player first. All right, so let's go to single player. Now I did showcase previously that we can scan and whatnot, so I want to just show to you guys while I rebuild my whole entire thing again. Okay. All right. There we go. You. I don't need. I don't need you. I need. Oh no. Okay. Yes, I need you instead. Where is my Unity stuff? Ah, there we go. Ta-da! All right, cool. So this is this. I need to load up my script as well because I want to do at least some game dev today. Hold on a sec. Okay, good. All right, cool. So I've showcased this on previous stream if not mistaken. So now you can enter your wallet in the game. It will go into it. Of course, you can reset as well. Once you reset, you can re-enter again, and that's about it. All right. For now, this is it. And later on, now we're going to do is we're going to actually select what collection can we put into the game, and that's the part where we'll discuss a little bit more down the road. All right, sweet. So that is that. That's the first showcase. Second showcase is okay. Second showcase is gonna be a little bit what do you call this? Interesting. All right, so put this out. Now what I want to do is I need to no. Okay, so with this, now we want to select collections. Okay, so certain collections will be in the game, some collections will not be in the game. So officially, I already drafted out the series. So to avoid FOMO, one of the key things I want to talk about, to avoid FOMO for a lot of things out there, especially for those who wants to collect later down the road, I don't want you guys to waste, not say waste time, like there are certain things you don't need to collect. And that is Series 1. Series 1, unfortunately, is one of those things out there that if you want to collect, you have to buy. And that's about it. And I suggest, yeah, not essential. Because those are for early adopters. Those are for the early yeah, basically early adopters, those who managed to tune into my stream back then, they all got it. Okay, and it's basically a big thank you for those who managed to take that time and tune in. That's it. That's the key thing. So series 1, we are not bothered. Series 2, I could. All right, technically series 2 is also not important because most of the items there are just expressions, and it's already built into the, I mean, it's already built into the game, so you don't really need it, technically speaking. And guess what, series 2 is actually the game, not game, the project that I started to start using Unity as my main engine to render per se, because I don't want to do the traditional render. And I've decided, hey, you know what, might as well just use the game engine to do all my rendering. So in this case, I don't need to waste a lot of time rendering. I just waste, not say waste time, so I can spend more time making the assets, doing the animation, rather than worrying like, oh, how long does this take to render? Do I do this? Do I do that? So that's it. That's one of the key thing that I did for series 2. So series 2 was the start of everything, to be honest, right? Start the preparation, or rather the preparation for me to get into game dev, which I never basically I did not know I would get into game dev, but because of that, it's easier for me to decide, all right, you know what, since I start using Unity, I can start doing game dev. Easy peasy, easy peasy, so it seems to be. Okay, so with this I can safely say that, yeah, a lot of things, how do I put it this way, a lot of things falls into place because of series 2. And for series 2, I did want to do something about it, so let me bring out the collection. So for series 2, I want to release in a way for a re-release, right, in this context, but not, it's just for some people who wants to start collecting. And in this case, I think it's a good time to do so because I want to show you. And there we go. And that is this part. For series 2, I can start giving you guys I can re-release the common set, all right? So the common set is what I will put it out. The chase set, I'm not bothered. So this thing, I'm not bothered, not bothered, not bothered. So all this ape, angry ape, unimpressed ape, silly ape, happy ape, shock. Okay, I can release them to its full capacity, which is 137, and that's it. Once it hit 137, I'm not bothered anymore. But we're not gonna go release 137 out into the wilds. Unfortunately, most of this needs to be I need to figure out how to do this. Maybe I mint 50 first, 50 each, up to 50, and then let it go out in the wilds. We shall see. All right, for this we shall see. And there's a few things I want to talk about, especially with this. Now, for web, oh, I messed it up. Okay, so basically, you've seen the horrible thing. Okay, so let me repeat a little bit. So basically, I want to put these guys out. All right, all these guys out. The common set only for series 2. The chase, I'm not bothered. Okay, so with that, I want to put one very key thing, and that is blending and stuff. Now, my type of collection, in general, there's no blending needed, right? All this blending and whatnot, I'm not bothered. Upgrade, maybe, but blending, no, no. The one big reason is because I find there's no reason to blend. You just want to collect it. And I want to maintain the collection number, right? The min number. So we only know there's only 137 in general. That's the number that I will go always, right? 137, and that's about it. Yeah, so that's that. And with that, we're gonna move to the next part, and that is the expression. So now I need to fix one key item, and that is the expression on my character. So I'm really started to build up a few things. So I'm gonna press play. I want to see if it works. Because one of the key thing is I need to find a, oh, something is not assigned. Okay, found it. All right, this is more of a show and tell right now. UI. Okay, yes. Expression controller. Okay, good. Press play. Okay, one of the key thing is because I want to do at least an expression. Check. So in this case, change face, change face, change face, and yeah, no more already. Okay, there we go. So that's the whole idea. So in this case, now I can start testing everything. And one of the key thing is now what I want to do is color. Changing color is going to be a chore. And that is why I'm creating this extra tool for me to test it out. And we're going to do one critical test today. And that is the color. And unfortunately, for the color, I need to do this way. I don't like it, but that's how it is. Gonna open up the... Do I want to do script mode? I think I don't need script mode per se. Okay, hold on a sec. I don't think I need. Gonna let it compile a little bit. I just want to check a few small little things, and if it works, fantastic. If it does not work, then that's on me. Okay. Okay, hold on a sec. Avatar holder, yes sirree. I need to access you because I need to get to the game. Yeah, I need to get the game ape config. In this case, unfortunately, I need to bring out the script mode. Okay. Script mode. And no. Where's my script mode? Come on. Okay. And script mode. All right. Good. Got what I need. Okay, give me a sec. Okay. Okay. Ta-da! Right, sweet. Let's see. Game ape config, setup, manual color, apply settings. Okay, no. We need this guy because we need to apply color. Apply settings, not bothered. I need to set this up because later down the line I need to find a way to put color on demand. Okay. Apply settings. Yeah, apply settings straight. Get. No, I don't need you. Get color. Oh, I need to do here, right? Dang it. Okay. Yep, here. Color. All right, sweet. Gonna copy this part. I don't need. Ugh. Okay, I don't need you. I need to put it here. Ape config. Face control. No, not face controller. There we go. Face selector. This is color. Color sign. All right. All right. We need a config over here, and then if we want a master, so because later, like I said, we want to use this to change, and I need to find a way to make a color. All right. Yes. Okay. So put you here. A config. Apply settings is apply settings. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna do another one over here. And I'm gonna do set color debug. And then what I'm gonna do is color, get color. And in this case, I can actually put up here. I can recycle this. All right, and done. And I'm going to copy this whole entire line and put it down here because that's the only line I need. Get color, done. Okay, make sure this guy is clean. Okay, now we can go back to this guy. So instead of going into multiple things, now I can easily set. Okay, now let me press, no, I need to bring you. Okay, gonna put red color. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, no color change because we did not assign anything, and we want to fix that. Okay, the reason why we don't have that is because we have player avatar manager, ape config. Okay, so we have fetch. I need to go back to okay, no, public set, yeah, save index face controller. So automatically set a face controller over here. There we go. Apply settings, blah blah blah. All right, cool. So so what I need to do is I need to just assign it. Nope, done. Okay, press play. It should work now. No. No. Oh, okay. Let's see. No, not red. Come on, I need the red. Let's. No, because we didn't set up base avatar. We didn't went into the setup base avatar, didn't we? Oh, there we go. I did not. That's the reason why. I was like, hey, why it did not get signed? Because I am dumb. But it was important though, because I did not manage to. Okay, done. Beep. Okay, and then press play. Because a few things I also want to change. No, I don't want to change too much, but I want to have at least the full control. There we go, red. Now the reason why I want to do this is if I change face. There we go. See this face? Yeah, that's a bad face. 5. Yeah, that's a terrible face. So that's the reason why I want to do this, because I want to redo the face so that we get all the correct things up. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's the key thing that I want to do, is to fix those face issue. And with that, that's all I have for you for today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. For those who are watching on YouTube, for those who are watching on stream, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friend. Stay safe. Until then, I'll see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time every Tuesday and Thursday. So we are doing very well for the collection. Next week we're gonna do a quick before I really go. All right, before I really go. So for those who managed to collect both series 1 and series 2, I will leave. I did right here. Okay, I will leave down an Easter egg. Okay, only for the single player. If you manage to collect and if you load your wallet, if you collect the full set, you will get an Easter egg, and that's it. Right? That's the only thing that I can say. Hey, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for taking time to watch my stream. Here is a small little Easter egg for you guys. Okay, this is only for series 1 and series 2. They are not in general, because those are the early stuff that I do. So yeah, series 1, series 2. Series 3, we will talk about it next week. With that, that is all I have for you for today. See you, my friends.